Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Tuesday is here. Fire is weird. And Mike McDaniel losing to the Browns.
I don't think we're allowed to use that music. That's going to cost us money every time we do
Worst
it.
that's going to happen, whatever.
Tony said we're good.
No, this can't be. This can't be how we do this. We're not allowed music rights. I miss our music. I want music.
That's royalty free. You're good. Yeah.
We found out accidentally from John Tesh yesterday during the interview. He's like, you guys want to hear a funny story? And he's like, you know that Monday Night Football song? Like, that was just like a public domain song. And we have access to certain like public domain sites, and we like started looking it up. It's like, oh, we like pay a subscription to the owner of that song, so we can technically use that song, even though it's a Monday Night Football song. And we had a little talk, and now it's kind of like we're gonna use that song until someone says we can't use that song anymore. And then Jeremy took that as an invitation to come in today and write a bunch of songs that we don't want to hear.
Well, we've reached the portion of the proceedings where Mike McDaniel has lost 17 of his last 26, and when the flames climb on this, you get these guys, Des Bryant and LaShawn McCoy. These are the voices that sometimes shout their opinions, and these are two of the least informed you will find spouting public opinion, and they run over to where the fires are, and they just shout into the fire. LaShawn McCoy, the quote is, they don't respect Tua. This is why the Dolphins can't win the big games. This is why, because our leader can't be a leader. Our leader can't be real. The can't be real part is a note he's hitting there on purpose, that Tua is some management guy, that Tua is what here? Our leader can't be real is what?
So he's saying, I guess he's saying that he's not like part of the team, right? He's not like one of the other players.
Well, he's management calling out. He's management snitching on the players for being late and not being professional, saying their fault. It's the leadership problem is everyone but me.
Well, based on what Tua said, I think he could sooner be accused of being too real for calling out his teammates. And management, McDaniel, the next day, does not support what he said. So that's why I say McDaniel really threw his quarterback under the bus.
And now Des Bryant says, I guarantee a lot of the players don't respect Tua. Tua points the finger, and here's where he's got him, and you can't dispute this. He points the finger, and literally 4 are pointing back at him, and he got him there.
Good point. That's what they say.
That's not true. If you point the finger, is 3 pointing back at you.
Right, the thumb is pointing the way the finger is.
Yeah.
You need that thumb to go in the other direction.
I'm doing it right now. That's 3 pointing back at me.
Dan, you're throwing up a gang sign.
What's Levy doing?
Be careful with that. Don't show that on air.
Yeah. Ship be sinking.
The ship be sinking.
Both, really.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You know, Keurig's an American company.
Thank God.
I've been looking it up. I thought, the way that they had it, and they had, the umlaut on the side, I thought it was, Dutch or something.
Yeah,
no.
German, maybe.
It's American. They're faking this. And the inventor of the K-Cup, John Sylvan.
I don't know that fool.
Yeah, get ready to hear what he said. John Sylvan, a man who's amassed a fortune from K-Cups and all that jazz.
What did he say?
I regret inventing the K-Cup. Shut up,
what?
John Sylvan.
Whoa,
Yeah,
come on.
That's something you say when you're rich. Oh, I regret being rich. No, you don't.
Exactly right, please.
K-Cup, K-Cup. K-Cup.
That's not a respectful use of that music.
I think it is.
You say it's royalty-free music. I say that music is royalty. I think Tesh said that's the best sports song there's ever been.
Good with Cote.
In the history of this show, the one time that you're disciplined about royalties is when we're allowed to play it.
How does this guy come out with it? What face does he come out? Go, get out of it. Does this guy come out and say, I regret inventing this thing that's made me billions of dollars because of recycling or something. Get out of here with that.
Great convenience.
It's nonsense. He doesn't regret anything.
It reminds me of when Popovich was like, you know what? I really wanted to be a D3 coach, and I didn't want to do all this NBA stuff.
do it.
After $100 million? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you could say that.
Go quit.
How about the poor D3 guy who's trying to make a buck?
Greg Cote just
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Come on, Bells.
Roy, he might need something.
No, I pressed the button.
he also grabbed the microphone too. I think, Roy, you got to help him with the microphone as well.
I'm leaning back purposely for the sake of my knee.
Jack.
And luckily the microphone reaches me, so we're all good.
How is your knee? Like, what is the state? Have we gotten a report yet? Are you going to have surgery? Are you going to need surgery on your knee? You're limping. You're playing through pain.
You got that bad knee?
You couldn't,
Olympian.
You couldn't make it yesterday. You couldn't make it to the show yesterday.
Right. I was on Monday. I'm on twice a week, Dan.
That can't be good. We're just looking at it on the screen. Is that your actual MRI? There's no way, right?
It looks like a Picasso painting. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Looks like that knee's happy to see me.
Yeah.
Trick knee.
I'll find out Friday morning whether I'm having surgery.
There's like mold growing on the middle of your knee there. What is that?
ain't me,
So,
baby.
I don't know if Tony TC can read a X-ray.
Buddy, I've had more X-rays and more MRIs than you can even imagine, pal.
The
The MRI is magic.
The one on the left looks like it's literally screaming in agony.
Yeah, it is.
Who's TC?
Tony Colladi.
Me, yeah. I know what he's talking about, Dan. Don't worry about it. We're doing a different show over here,
We
Dan.
have one theory is because Greg doesn't know how this happened. He has no idea how he injured his knee to the point of potentially needing surgery.
I know how it happened. Old.
Bowling didn't help GC.
Well, there's bowling. That's a theory, but this looks like potentially a wear and tear injury, and we know that Greg Cote sleeps crisscross applesauce.
What?
Wow.
Is
no,
he-
he does.
You've never heard this?
What?
Wait a minute. You don't know this story? It's one of
What?
the all-time classics. I learned Greg Cote sleeps crisscross applesauce when I learned that he had mashed potatoes in his head in New Orleans because he drank too much. And I thought it was weird then. I revealed it one day on the show. No one knew it. And we told him he's strange, and no one in the audience sleeps that way either.
So you sleep on your back, crisscross applesauce?
Yeah, and here's what's sad
That
about it.
can't be good for blood flow.
Well,
Like a frog.
What's sad about it is that instinctively I still begin to do that, only to be reminded that my right knee won't do that.
I'm just
right now.
picturing GC at like 11 p.m. just like, ow!
He's exactly right. That's exactly what happens.
So if your one leg can't do it, you sleep like a number 4?
No, I resign myself to having to sleep straight-legged, which is awful.
Like a
Do you ever
common-
sleep on your
normal
stomach, crisscross applesauce?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
No.
But the other one's also crazy, right? I think
That's such a funny visual.
Others do it.
But so's the one we have, though. The
but
ama-
less funny than face down.
But the real one is also funny
Yes.
because a really dumb vampire would sleep like this, where the joints and the bones are so rickety that they would decide to form over 40 years. No one sleeps like this.
Danny, there's another layer to it. He folds his fingers on his belly.
I do. I lace
So
my fingers.
picture crisscross applesauce.
It's
and then fingers
Usually on my
crossed.
upper chest like
he
this.
looks. I'll say it. He looks dead.
Can I try what face down crisscross applesauce would
I
look
would
like?
love
You have to have
do that.
incredibly
Try it.
You do that,
loose hip
JC.
flexors,
Well,
by the
didn't
way.
somebody say that Roy had to bring him an ottoman? Didn't someone request?
No, he has a.
love
It's
this.
elevated.
Yeah.
Okay, but so
Zaz is gonna do that. Can
All
we
right.
get a shot of this? All right, we do have a shot.
Weren't
All
there
right, so
warriors in the
it's-
16th century called Ottomans?
all right,
That's
hold
an
on,
empire.
hold on.
Yeah,
No, you're not in the right
All
place,
right,
Zaz.
we can't
Look at
see.
that cake. We don't need to see
A
any of
whole
that.
empire. Put your feet up.
cake right there.
Zaslow, we don't
That's
need to see
crazy.
This is inappropriate.
JC with that
This
dump.
is inappropriate. We
Good
can't
thing
do
I
this.
fell from the top of a building
Listen,
and contorted
look.
himself.
Furniture store called the Ottoman Empire would sell, man.
Those are
Yes.
proper ankle socks.
Now do it normal. Do it on your back, Jack.
Jack.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's see.
All right, now that
Closer to the LED,
there
Zaz.
it
We
is.
need to back you up a little bit. Nope, you're going the wrong way, Zaz.
Wrong way. There
Back.
you go. Up,
Zaz,
buddy.
but please, we don't need to see more of this. Zaz, we need to go more up. Zaz,
That's the epitome
I
of
need you to be,
comfort right
Zaz,
there.
I need you to be careful here. Zaz, oh, listen
Lock
to me.
those fingers.
Zaz, all right, this is what I need you to do, Zaz, and I'm in a panic situation, okay? We're a big, serious television show. We're on Peacock. You're dangerous right now to giving us Peak October. I want to celebrate baseball and Peak October, and you need to be careful with the way you flop around back there. but I want you to do it. You just need to get closer to the LED, and I need to see you sleeping like Greg Cote slept in New Orleans when he had mashed potatoes in his hair. And he, why?
Right. Lace your fingers.
Good hips on Zaz, by the way. Yeah. Doing the crisscross applesauce to the front is hard.
Are you guys claiming that this is the reason that the knees are shot because he sleeps this way and finally his knees have given out?
No, Dan. So I've actually read the MRI and I'm looking at it right now. I can see the small tear in the ACL right here. Actually, look. That's not his. So right here, this is the ACL right here. There's actually a little tear right.
You got to hold the mic near you so we can hear what you're saying.
As you can see right here,
Amateur.
Mike, go down a little bit. So right here, this is where the ACL is. Right here, right here. If you see that little shadow right there, that's actually the tear in the ACL. What really concerns me is what's going on here, right?
Screaming in agony.
Is that the
I don't
mold
like the discoloring. What I described as mold, that's got to be like really bad arthritis where your knee is. So, Greg, you got to be worried about that.
Why does it look like Tobey Maguire saving the Metro rail?
Getting ripped in half? Yeah.
I do have arthritis as well, but most people my age do.
Yeah.
We're having trouble getting Zaz in exactly the right position that I need him in so that he is sleeping. I don't believe, Chris, if you had to guess, because there aren't many things around here that shock everybody. Do you guys believe that if I throw it out to the audience that we will find a great many people who sleep this way, a couple of people who sleep this way?
He's the only person.
Or nobody ever who has ever slept this way?
None of us have ever encountered this in our lives.
Danny, I think we're getting 97%. I think you'll get 3% of people. There's just some people out there that mess with polls.
Yeah,
well, I got my supporters. I got 3% support.
But have you ever met someone else you've heard to sleep this way?
No, but when do you have that conversation?
Well, that's why we're having it.
Hey, Jack, nice to meet you, by the way. What's your sleeping pattern? What do you straight-legged like most people? You cross them? What are you doing? So I don't have that conversation.
AI says that this is not typically used for sleeping. Sleeping in this position can cause spinal misalignment and pressure on nerves, potentially leading to pain or numbness.
The nerve of that.
Mm-hmm. He's right. Don't look at an Olympian like that.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Howdy, folks. It's Mike Ryan. Super excited to talk to you about the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show. They've been a good partner of ours, and I couldn't be prouder of it because, folks, I really use Game Time. I practice what I preach here, people, because the Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets, especially when it comes to the National Football League. It is hard to get some really prime NFL tickets, and Game Time makes it so incredibly easy because the interface is beautiful and easy to understand, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you'll be getting 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. You get zone deals, favorites, panoramic seat views, the low price guarantee, and Game Time's unparalleled ticket coverage. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Dan for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Hey audience, I got a special treat for you because I want to talk to you about Miller Lite, but I want to talk to you about Miller Lite with my good friend Rose. Hey Rose!
Hi everybody!
When we hang out, and we hang out often, we're friends. I consider us friends.
Yeah, me too.
We're often toasting the good times. And what am I toasting with?
With Miller Lite!
That's right, Miller Lite. Whether you're hanging out with your dear friend Rose or at game day, it just hits different when you got a Miller Lite in your hand. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to fantasy heartbreaks, it's a beer that has been there for every moment. 50 years of great taste, simple ingredients, and that iconic golden color that you can spot across the room. And it's just not the color of the beer, which is brilliant. That beautiful white can. How beautiful is that? Is that you doing the sound of a can opening? Is that your favorite sound?
No, it is a horsey.
A horsey? All right, well, stop doing that. And here's a kicker. Miller Lite is just 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975. That's right. And still hitting different 5 decades later. You're so good at this, Rose.
I know.
So, whatever your game day looks like, remember, Miller Time is always a good
Time.
Look at us. We're a great tag team. High five again. Can you do that beer sound one more time? And the horse sound one more time? I regret asking you about that one, but the Miller Lite sound is good. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller.
Time.
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12
ounces.
No, it says.
Oh, it says.
Dan Le Batard.
He called me on my own podcast. He called me full of shit, claiming that I'm faking interest in the solar eclipse.
Well,
and
you do this. You love to just get excited about everything.
Okay, Junior.
Stugotz.
I had to school you and explain to you.
He was going to take you to Augusta.
When I was 17 years old, Alan Sherry and I used to haunt the Bueller Planetarium.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Nothing I could do for that damn Roy.
Okay, Roy, he's going to need your help because the frat boy's not helping us today. Mike's a Mariners fan.
Bro.
Jeremy's in the other room making chaos and music. And Jeremy also wants to talk baseball. It is unfair what the Dodgers have. It's funny how unfair it is. They could beat you more ways than anyone. They're built specifically for October. I've never said that about a baseball team. Their roster is just perfectly built for October because they've got a bunch of aces who could pitch. Like the starting pitching they're getting is like no one in the sport. They got a complete game last night when there hasn't been one of those in the playoffs in 8 years.
Mariners have a good staff, though. Like they can go pitcher for pitcher. You know about that B Woo?
I don't know about B.
You know about B Woo?
Pitcher for pitcher strong.
Yeah, B Woo is very handsome. Have you seen B Woo?
Let's go to Jeremy and talk baseball for a second. Talk Mariners, talk Brewers, talk Dodgers. It is funny to think that the Brewers hit a home run on the first pitch and then can't do anything the entire rest of the game. Springer did this in the Toronto game the other day, hit a home run on the first pitch, and then they lose 10-3 because Seattle is America's team. And Billy, is anyone here to declare that it's going to be anything other than Dodgers, Mariners, and everyone's rooting for the Mariners because it's global, because it's Japan against America? It's Ichiro might pitch or he might not because Seattle's got to be the enormous underdog.
Who's America and Japan versus America? Because you said that Seattle was Japan.
It's Japan versus Japan.
Yeah.
But also America is on Seattle's side.
Can I just tell you?
Right.
Ridiculous way to sleep. Ridiculous.
No, it's so comfortable. It's plus that like if I'm ever in a hotel that's got extraordinarily short beds, made for me, right? I can sleep in a child's bed without a problem.
What kind of brag is that, GC?
I mean,
That is
I'm made for
wild
a short
that you
bed.
said that.
Yeah.
I'm made for a short bed.
It's crazy, man.
Okay, I'm not an NBA player. I don't need a 7.5-foot bed. Give me a 5-foot bed. I'll deal with it. Yeah. Why? Because I sleep the way I sleep. It's perfect. And if I want to sleep long-legged, I have that option.
Well, not without rotting your knees out. It sounds like they're creaking. You can't even sleep that way. Your body's retreating to a frog-like form at night, desiring something, and your knee pain is making it so that you cannot do it.
Then why do I have a pristine left knee? Answer me that.
That is a good question. You'd think it would affect both knees.
Yes.
Well, did you MRI the left knee?
No, because I have no pain.
No pain.
Yeah, but
I
you
have
don't
the
know if
left
you got
knee of an
something in
Olympian.
That's
Tony,
true.
I need to call you out on something. Billy made a face. Neither of us understood it. You proclaimed yourself the king of the MRIs. And
that's right.
And Tony rolled his eye. Billy rolled his eyes. What do you mean you're the king of the MRIs?
I know what I'm looking at when I'm taking a look at an EMRI.
No,
That's
but you
what I'm
also
saying.
said you know MRIs like nobody's business.
No, he said I've had more MRIs
than
anyone.
anybody here.
Yeah.
Is what I said.
Yeah.
Which is true.
As a flex.
No, not as
It's
a
a
flex.
weird flex,
Not
yeah.
as a flex, just as letting you guys know that I've been through the machine, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've had multiple knee surgeries, so I know what I'm looking at. There's been doctors that have put up knee things and been like, yeah, look, this is what's wrong. That looks like that. That looks like this. Why did I tell you exactly where the ACL was, Dan? Because I know.
Yeah, Tony and I can relate.
Thank you.
But you know what? The MRI system needs a technological improvement.
We do, big time.
Why is it so loud? I had to wear
magnets.
I had to wear earphones with bad music playing for 25 minutes because the technology. It's like you're
You didn't tell them what to play for you?
They should have had the Greg Cody
No,
show.
you
on.
don't get it.
They
They
didn't have
don't
the
do
Greg
that.
Cody show as an
I
option?
requested it, and they're like, "What?"
So the way it works, from my understanding, is a bunch of magnets like spinning around in a
That's the
circle,
noise,
right?
yeah.
But what else spins around in a circle? Vinyl, records,
Ooh, I
and
like
what
that.
happens when they're spinning in a circle? Music is playing. Why is it that MRI machines can't have the same technology as vinyl records, where
Yeah.
you're playing music with every spin, a note plays?
Right. You know what I just discovered? I just discovered, listening to my own podcast, I must have pressed a button or something that, whether I want it or not, it now gives me the words that are being said on my podcast.
I love that.
Except it misspells my own name.
Yeah, I hate that.
All right, we got to
It
rewind, though.
spells it C-O-D-Y.
You record your episode, and then you listen to it.
Multiple
Yes.
times.
Twice. Okay, I listened to it the first time as a listener might. I listened to it the second time
As
with
a narcissist.
with a critical ear. The second time I'm listening for things that we could have done better, things that weren't done, that should have been done, that I asked Yeti to do. Not that I'm throwing him under the
Wow,
bus.
Oh
your
my
best Tua
God,
impression.
Tua.
No, I mean, I'm like, play what I just said, because we're an edited podcast, so I can say this in the middle of a podcast. Yeti, play what I just said at 0.5 speed.
And then he doesn't do it.
So it sounds extra slow.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it.
Wow.
It's called quality control. You guys wouldn't know anything about
thank you.
that.
Thank you, Billy. Billy gets me.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy's a good producer.
I mean, crazy.
Thank you.
MVP.
Well said. Yeah.
Most valuable producer. No offense, Christopher.
The Greg Cote Show featuring Greg Cote.
With.
You said a
With.
couple of things.
With,
Hey, you're
yeah.
supposed
It
to
is
be doting today.
I just did.
He is. He's correcting you.
Mm-hmm.
What a doter. Good job, Roy.
Thank you.
What's on this week's episode?
We have Dolphins legend Larry Little talks about, growing up in segregated America and how that went for him and his life today. Talks about the current Dolphins. Interesting. He's got a new book out that he's pimping, so that's why we had him on. When we did, I should say. I would have Larry on all the time. We've had him on the podcast once before, and because of his current appearance, he is moving up the chart on our top 100 guests of all time. But it's good. I talk a little bit about my knee. We talk do a Dolphins autopsy. So it's a fun episode.
You should have him on again next week.
Why?
Because you said you would have him on all the time.
Well, it's a figure of speech.
Okay.
That
I
kind of
think
thing.
you would
Yeah,
crush it
exactly.
if you shared the stage with Hall of Famer Larry Little and let him lend your credibility. What a lovely thing it would be if in retirement you and Larry Little started a podcast, just,
The two of us?
Yeah, just the two of you reminiscing, Larry Little blowharding as he does, bloviating about the Dolphins because he's an old Hall of Famer who played the game when he was 260 pounds,
Yes.
Hall of Fame offensive lineman.
Yep.
I saw somebody in Alabama catch a screen pass at 360 the other day and line up in the Wildcat. He would have shit Larry Little. Proctor would have shit Hall of Famer Larry Little.
I think Cam Scadaboo's 260.
It's crazy,
insane. What those people are doing with their bodies is totally insane.
Greg, can I make a suggestion for the name of your podcast with Larry Little?
Sure.
It's The Little Things and that kind of thing.
I think George Kittle has the little thing, the Kittle things, right?
Little wordy.
Kittle Things is different.
Yes.
It's a little-
the
and you just
little
talk about
things.
the little things in life,
Yeah, that kind of thing.
GC, what about the Greg Cote Show with Larry Little?
He would never share the stage with anybody.
How
Not a
about the
Hall of
Greg
Famer,
Cote
not
Show
anybody.
with Greg Cote and Larry Little?
You know what? I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Featuring.
that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. I've offered to bring Christopher in on the name of the show, and he won't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? That's crazy.
I want it to be the Greg Cote Show with Chris Cote, and he's like, nah.
Because it's funny the way it is now.
Well, it is different.
What if you were to say the Greg Cote Show with Greg Cote and Yeti, and then your name is out? Would then that bother you?
Also, not a good name.
Or the Hee Haw 3. It would have music if all of a sudden you tied all the things together instead of criticizing Yeti's producing.
Yeah, but then
I'm not
Jeremy's
credit.
involved.
Yeti knows. He's listening to this show right now. He knows I love him.
Well,
He's
Jeremy's
that one
been warming
football.
up in the bullpen for now 2 hours. We should go to him. He's also got some music. What is his music about? Because I need to tell the audience here, forgive me here for stopping the show in its tracks, just because Ron McGill is, I'm going to say, if not the biggest treasure this show has, like, certainly, there aren't very many that are as big a treasure as this guy. Guest for 20 years, always working for free, and super grateful for our audience because we are Zoo Miami's biggest donor. Like, this audience just really protects the animals in a beautiful way. And he's having a giant party, but he hasn't been on the last couple of weeks because of crowded things here. And I just want to make sure that the audience knows and that we are paying attention to. Ron has an event that you can support here, and it's an event that comes with a discount to our listeners, and it's a really fun party in Miami. We've got 2 of them this month. This is one of them. Ron McGill does a really fun party at the zoo. It's 20 restaurants. Miami doesn't do great things like this, very many of them, and we should support Ron and the zoo. Obviously, I'm going to do that because I love that kink, but
Ron McGill event. We'll all say we went. Even when we don't. He's really Dan's friend.
I think Billy goes. I think Billy and Mike have both had zoo experiences that have grown their relationship with Ron McGill. Do I have this wrong?
Weird way to phrase it.
I've had a zoo experience or two.
That have grown closer to Ron McGill.
Not entirely sure what that means.
That is. Are you an alien? Are you an alien? Are you not a human being anymore?
They've had zoo experience.
Is there a skinwalker amongst us?
Are you a lizard person, Dan?
No one talks like this.
Ship be sinking.
He's got a. Are any of you going? Because
That's how you say it.
Yeah,
There we go.
Much better.
Zoo experience.
Got you closer to Ron McGill.
Are any of you craving sustenance at all? Am I hungry to eat lunch?
Roy, give people the details so that they can support Ron McGill the way nobody in the world supports Ron McGill.
Yeah, it's the Monster Masquerade at Zoo Miami. Is this Saturday, October 18th, starting at 7 o'clock. Folks, this is adults only. Don't bring your kids, all right?
Ron McGill event.
You can probably meet up with Ron McGill. He's probably going to be dressed up as a vampire. And he's offering this code RONMM25. That's RONMM25 to get 15% off your tickets. And you can find those tickets at zoomiami.org/monster.
Ron McGill event.
Do you go in a costume to this, or there's just a costume contest? Like, is everyone expected to be dressed up, or just some people are dressed up?
Ron McGill event.
A masquerade, so yes.
Just covers the eyes.
Yeah, dress up.
Wait, you cover the eyes?
Yeah, in a
This is
masquerade,
like-
you wear a masquerade mask.
Is this
McGill event.
those kind of things? I don't
That's
know.
like an Eyes Wide Shut party.
I was going to
Yeah, I
say.
don't know about
this is,
that.
That's my kind
always
of
wanted to go
party.
like that.
Halloween edition.
I'm
like
into
those?
Do you like
that.
those?
I like those.
I don't like those. I want to be on the
I'm
record. I don't
into
like those.
that.
I want to go to one.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
What?
Jay-Z.
Hold
Yup.
on. You're with him at one?
Event.
I've seen that movie, BG, and I've always said to myself, I'd like to check one
That
of those
party's
parties out.
Just want to watch.
You know what that
Creep around in my
party-
cape, have a mask, no one knows who I am, and just head on out of there.
Ron
I'm watching.
McGill event.
I'm trying to participate.
One of those
Trying
big,
to participate? Have you seen that movie?
You know my style.
one of
Come
those
on.
big phallic noses.
Greg, you watching or you participating?
In the masquerade event?
Yeah.
I'm non-attending.
Really?
McGill event.
No, I'm just kidding. I might be there.
What if it's...
Oh, that's such. Wait a minute. That is.
I
not
might
a
be
minute.
there.
Yo, chicken time.
What?
GC, you're not gonna be there. How fast you can't even walk? Come on, bro. How are you gonna walk the mall?
You
That's a
pretend to
good
be
point.
Ron McGill's friend, and then you just grift off his stories for profit.
It's a whack lie, GC.
You write his books, ghostwrite his books, and take all the money because he's a sucker.
Ron McGill.
Oh, the well-spoken chicken.
Ron McGill event.
You've written 2 books more than you've written back in my days around here, just grifting off of Ron McGill's legacy.
A chicken using the word grifting. That's very impressive.
Ron McGill event.
Ron, we gotta respect that music more than that. This can't just be everything that Jeremy farts out.
Ron McGill event.
We have another event
We'll all say we went.
that you guys will enjoy and go to because we got a Miller Lite watch party, and it is a block party. We are going to the Hood. Alex Rodriguez's Hood.
Our hood, me and Mike. A home game for the boys.
Thursday night football is on, and it's only on Prime Video. This week, the AFC North takes center stage as the Pittsburgh Steelers battle the Cincinnati Bengals. Rawr! Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern with football's best party. TNF tonight. Not a Prime member? Not a problem. Simply sign up for a 30-day free trial. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details. Every October, my pets get just as excited as the rest of the family, which sounds cute until you realize that means I need costumes that actually fit, toys that don't fall apart instantly, and treats they won't just sniff and walk away from. Luckily, Chewy has it all. Fast delivery, great deals, everything in one place. Dopey's happy, Izzy's happy. I look like I know what I'm doing. They've got food, treats, toys, even flea meds, all shipped to my door in a day or two. And if I have questions like which flea treatment's best, or if my dogs can actually pull off a taco costume, someone at Chewy's there 24/7. Plus, with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, I can return anything within a year. Finding costumes for bigger dogs is usually impossible, but Chewy has sizes for everyone. This Halloween, make your pets be part of the celebration. Shop costumes, toys, and treats with Chewy. Go to chewpanions.chewy.com/LeBatard Show to get $20 off your first order. That's chewpanions.chewy.com/LeBatard Show to get $20 off your first order. chewpanions.chewy.com/LeBatard Show.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm someone that's constantly adding stuff to different carts on random websites. Like there's a teal Marlins hat that's been calling to me for like 2.5 years that I'm constantly getting advertisements for. Is something eventually I'll purchase because I keep those things in the cart. Then I see it, that beautiful glowing purple shop pay button. Boom, checkout's done. I don't even have to get up and find my wallet. That, my friends, is Shopify magic. That little purple button means that the store is powered by Shopify, which doesn't just make it easy to buy, but ridiculously easy to start and run your own business too. Whether you're a giant like Mattel or Gymshark or, just launching something weird from your garage, Shopify has your back. Let's be real, if we can run a show with this much chaos, you can run a business with Shopify. With hundreds of beautiful templates, tools for payments, inventory, analytics, marketing, it goes on, and it's all in one place. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Batard. Go to shopify.com/Batard. Shopify.com/Batard.
Don Le Batard.
Surely every time you're watching this, you recognize that your wife is laughing that she married
Yes.
Larry David.
Yeah, I do, yeah. One of the great characters in the history of television, in my humble opinion. And to my credit, my personality...
in my humble opinion, followed by to my credit.
To my credit.
It's amazing.
My personality
it's just amazing.
does predate Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Stugotz.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to say Larry David patterned himself after
you copy.
me.
All right, put it on the poll, please, Juju. Did Greg Cote copyright being an asshole long before Larry David?
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
So I think I can say, I don't have this wrong, is Doral as Cuban as where we're headed right now?
Doral is not nearly anywhere as Cuban as where we're going.
Have we ever done what we're doing as our block party in the hood, A-Rod's hood? Have we done that in 20 years in Miami before?
Yeah, we did do a Miller's Ale House in a
that's a
similar
good one.
area.
That's a Kendall staple.
That was
also.
a Braylon Edwards Jets game.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year would have that been?
Are you a human being? What happened? Where is Dan?
That's a sentence.
Where is Dan?
Zaz, take a look at
what happened.
Pull
to
off
Dan?
his mask. It
What
might be like
year would have that been?
Braylon Edwards is it's one hell of a callback to say that the last time we were in Cuban Miami would have been 2009, the last time the Jets had a wide receiver that anybody cared about.
Yeah. 08, I think is when that trade happened. 08, 09. Didn't Ted Ginn catch a deep pass in that game?
So forgive me. The place that we are, though, right now with the Jets and the Dolphins is everyone in the sport laughs at the bottom of the AFC East, which is being fought for by, if you're looking at the history of this league as a historian, Greg Cote. The Patriots have dominated the sport for 20 years. While the Dolphins weren't making a playoff game, the Patriots were 7-3 in Super Bowls. Like, just asinine when you think about it. Asinine. Whatever the Chiefs hope to be, may it be as great as whatever that. It's not even half as great yet, even though it's done in a more condensed time. What that Patriots team did for 10 years is a total insanity. During that time, The Miami Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills fought for the bottom of the division. The Bills went 17 years without winning a playoff game, and now the Dolphins are the laughingstock. And instead of laughing at the Jets today, the country is still laughing at the Dolphins and talking about the apocalypse around them, while Des Bryant and LaShawn McCoy don't talk about the Jets.
And speaking of the Dolphins, they're going to be playing the Ravens October 30th, and you can watch that at Flanagan's in Kendall. That's where the watch party.
Come have a Flanagan's experience.
Yeah, October 30th.
I'm not. You're going to call me a homer for this. I'm not being a homer to say that the only winless team in the league, the team that Miami beat, is the laughingstock more than the Dolphins.
The only reason I say it is because now you've added the gas of, we know the Jets don't have a quarterback. But do we also know that the Dolphins don't have one? Because it's like the only reason the Dolphins would be the story today instead of the Jets is because, dear God, they can't even get that the quarterback and coach can't fight in public about anything? Like that's incompetent. That the quarterback says the thing after the game while everything's going down that makes it look like he's pointing all the fingers that way, and then the coach has to do the next day. No, don't point him at me, man. Come on. He misrepresented because they've all lost everything because this is what the lack of leadership looks like when you fall to 1-5. Like, my guess is it's not what it would look like if Tomlin were 1-5 right now. Maybe I've got that wrong.
I mean, I think, sorry, Greg, I think part of it is, look, the Jets have a first-year head coach, so even though they're embarrassing, it's expected that they're going to be crappy. The Dolphins, it's the same coach they've had. It's the same quarterback they've had. For the most part, it's the same, Tyreek Hill, it's the same wide receiver they've had. And, oh, my God, they have completely fallen on their face from what they were. So I guess it's more interesting then.
I'm just saying that Tua, this past Sunday, had the game-winning drive with less than a minute left. He was 8 for 8 in that drive. And then the special teams and the defense sabotaged the whole thing.
Why don't they kick it out of the back of the end zone? Why don't they do that? They got the ball at the 41-yard line. Like, why aren't we kicking out of the back of the end zone there?
It's special teams defense just completely
the Chargers
exploded.
did it after they scored.
Guys, can I just take the larger... I know everyone's tired of the Dolphins, but just the larger conversation on what Billy's saying, which is, if I have Vrabel... do all of a sudden the Dolphins somehow have a 4-2 victory because at the end of the game, Vrabel knows how to clock manage Bill Belichick and then all the other disciplines that fall after that? If the difference between winning and losing is nothing, it's microscopic, it's air, even if you have a terrible defense, is one organization knows what it's doing and the other one does not know what it's doing, no matter who the players are. If I say to you, the Dolphins were well run enough to be, by some miracle today, 4-2 because whatever, they won the game at Carolina that they were leading in double digits, and they won the Patriots game because somebody fumbled, and they win the Chargers game. If the conversation were different around all of this with the winning, none of this feels like this. It's crazy to think about it from that perspective, that this team is epically bad and is going to prove it, and all of them are going to sink in the shit of it, but it may not actually be quite that bad because they could be 4-2 if they were just run this much better, that didn't lose all the games at the end, that makes it so they make the tackle on Herbert somehow, somebody. They know that Ladd McConkey in the open field is a nightmare. You can't let him go 40 yards with one guy on him unless you have no defense and can never stop anyone because everyone's going to rush for 200 yards against you. Like, the idea that with this much coaching, you guys are telling me they could be 4-2.
That's that league, though, right? Like, that's that league. It's not like when the good team plays the bad team in college and the good team wins by 28 points. The good team plays the bad team in the NFL. It's a one-score game a lot of times. Like, that's that league, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, and I mean, the Bills game was also a one-score game until the end also. Like, they play them close, and the Bills have been viewed as an elite team, even though it's been pointed out by Juju, they haven't beat anybody, right? So, like, even if they were 4-2, they would be a bad 4-2. We'd just be convincing ourselves that they were not that bad.
But they wouldn't be 4-2. That's the whole point. They would never be 4-2 because they're a bad team. And you lose close games when you're a bad team.
The fact that the Buffalo Bills are still the betting favorite to win the Super Bowl tells you how even this is and how much there's a lack of a dominant team.
Who would you put ahead of them? Who do you even put ahead of them?
I mean, that's just it. There's like Green Bay's up there, obviously Philadelphia probably still, but there's no great team. There's no dominant team this year. In the case of Miami, yeah, they could be 4-2, at least 3-3, and I don't think it's all coaching. I think it's bad players, particularly on defense. Chris Greer's the guy who let them start a season with the worst cornerback play in the entire NFL. That's not coaching.
If I may, because we haven't done much college football, Lucy Rodin will be around here in a little bit, and I think Jessica will be as well. I did want to mention that the University of Miami, the last time they lost at home was to Louisville, correct? So
it's at Louisville.
So and Louisville is a 14.
Louisville.
They're a 2-touchdown underdog, and I think, tell me if I have this wrong, even though Mario Cristobal's team will be doubted and we will see an ACC championship when we see it, but to date, they look like the best team in the conference now that it's not FSU or Clemson conference anymore, now that the conference is wide open. But they've got a game against a team that probably represents the best chance to beat them, if it's not Georgia Tech, on the remainder of the schedule, because Louisville can go anywhere in any part of the country and beat anyone on the right day.
They're 4-1. Jeff Brom I really respect him as a coach, and the matchups that he's had against Miami, he knows how to attack Miami.
SMU won't be easy. At SMU won't be easy.
I mean, traveling on the road, you don't think? We'll see. But I think that this line's a little inflated. You look across the nation, as impressive as Miami's been, you ask yourself, is there a team in the nation right now that you foresee going undefeated the whole way through? I don't think we're at that point yet, although Miami is very balanced. I think, look, Friday nights inside the ACC have proven to be a bit spooky. I respect the coach. They have some talent. They have an NFL wide receiver. They have a great back in Brown that's from Homestead. I think they can hang around that number.
Dude, if the Canes lose to any of these teams, it's going to be a massive disappointment.
You're there where now you're after seeing it, you're like, it's disappointing if they don't have a perfect regular season.
I'm there because of what we've seen from the Canes.
Right on.
And because of who these other teams are.
That's great. You're for Mario Cristobal. You are disappointed if they don't finish a regular season undefeated. That's great. He did his job.
I think the betting odds would be that they finish 11-1. You can't expect a perfect season, but I'm sold on UM, and I'm not going to doubt UM until they.
Oh, but hold on, I don't want to just skip back. I don't want to just skip past what just happened there, though. Hold on a second. When we talk about James Franklin gets fired at 34-8, and we saw Mike McDaniel go from 9-2, I'm a genius, to now you'll go up in flames in 2 years around here. Mike Ryan is looking at sports radio legend Zaslow and saying, really? That's the standard again here. So you're telling me right now, a month into the college football season, not merely that the U is back, that guy who will fire coach every 10 minutes says, no, Mario Cristobal has the expectation that if they don't go undefeated, he has not done his job correctly.
It's not the standard to go undefeated, but we're in the midway point of the season. I know what I'm watching, all right?
Tougher part of the schedule is seemingly behind you.
Yep. And at this point, I think it's okay to set the expectation that if they lose to any of these teams on the remainder of their schedule, that would be a massive disappointment. And if I say that, then I'm also, of course, saying that they should finish the regular season undefeated when Mike Ryan believes, and you could be right, that Louisville is the toughest team remaining on the schedule, and the Canes are a 2-touchdown favorite, then I'm okay with saying the Canes should finish this regular season undefeated.
No, the Canes should win a game in which are a 2-touchdown favorite. We agree there.
I would say, though, just having seen what you're saying about the really fun first half of the season, where there are plenty of teams that look good to me, but not as many that look as good as Miami, I don't think there are a lot of teams in America that are going to be a 14-point favorite on Louisville. Just if I take any team in America, Ohio State maybe, but I don't think anyone else is going to get 2 touchdowns. So the money's telling they're 2 touchdowns better. They're 2 touchdowns better than Louisville, but
Louisville.
That's Louisville. They take exception to this.
Louisville. One syllable. Louisville. Maybe 2.
Is that how Schnellenberger said it?
Yeah, Louisville.
That's right. It's a battle for the boots, Dan. Did you know that? We battle for boots.
We didn't know that.
We won the boots the last time. They play for a trophy, these 2 schools. It should be a pipe. Come on. Societal shit, folks.
Billy, I'm sorry that we didn't do any FIU. The FIU winning at Western Kentucky.
Oh, last night we were all Panthers. I'll tell you what. I had more people reach out to me and say pause up than ever before. What a game. I love Tuesday night football. I'm going to say that right now. If you think people are watching the World Series,
FIU breaks a
Well, they're not watching the World Series.
10-game road losing streak. FIU breaks.
I love your head coach. That is a great hire.
Willie Simmons, oh, shotgun. It's his nickname.
More water.
Good point, Gilly.
Hey, audience, I got a special treat for you because I want to talk to you about Miller Lite, but I want to talk to you about Miller Lite with my good friend Rose. Hey, Rose.
Hi, everybody.
When we hang out, and we hang out often, we're friends. I consider us friends.
Yeah, me too.
We're often toasting the good times. And what am I toasting with?
With Miller Lite.
That's right, Miller Lite. Whether you're hanging out with your dear friend Rose or at game day, it just hits different when you got a Miller Lite in your hand. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to fantasy heartbreaks, it's a beer that has been there for every moment. 50 years of great taste, simple ingredients, and that iconic golden color that you can spot across the room. And it's just not the color of the beer, which is brilliant. That beautiful white can. How beautiful is that? Is that you doing the sound of a can opening? Is that your favorite sound?
No, it is a horsey.
A horsey? All right, we'll stop doing that. And here's a kicker. Miller Lite is just 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975. That's right. And still hitting different 5 decades later. You're so good at this, Rose.
I know.
So whatever your game day looks like, remember, Miller time is always a good
time.
Look at us. We're a great tag team. High five again. Can you do that beer sound one more time? And the horse sound one more time? I regret asking you about that one, but the Miller Lite sound is good. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller
time.
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Ounces.
No, it says.
Oh, it says.